Hello, garbage place, whatever. I think it's pretty close to that. Garbage. Weird name anyway, but why not? Is it not like a garbage girl? Pretty close too, but I don't know. Probably not that you're calling yourself. I would guess on. That would be a little bit weird. Yeah, we should actually send some vehicles down here. This one will drive corn in and chemicals out, I think. I will do, or should we actually let this one drive the corn in? No. No, that's not a good idea. That will actually be for one that's actually do not need to. Yeah, we was missing a power supply out here too, of course. That one should actually have a power supply, yeah. So around here should be more than good enough. Then it's just a question to get it up here. This was already a dirt road, good. Yeah, of course it is a nickname. Uh, I have guessed it was not your real name, of course. Oh, it's just me that using my real name, but I know that's not a lot that's actually doing that, but did I actually join? Yep, I am in the Discord channel actually. That's a link to my Discord channel, so if anybody wants to talk. The conversation will be broadcasted out on the YouTube channel too, both mine and yours, of course. Mine is already going out, but your voice will get out there too if you are joining the Discord channel. It is a little bit more fun to have a conversation with somebody and actually just talking with myself. That can be a little bit boring in the long run. Uh, did we actually not get any buses to drive down here? Yep, we did. Maybe we can spread them a little bit out. So they actually not drive over each other, right next to each other or whatever. Uh, is this not the... Oh, yeah, okay. That's probably why. Yeah, that seems to be okay. We will probably be necessary to buy one or two more down here to actually clean the snow. But anyway, now they are anyway driving again. Oh yeah, it's working great when I have the microphone on red. Then it's not fucking working. Then it's not helping to tell about what to do and not to do. What I was talking about was actually we have workers down here, we get chemicals and we have set it up. And this one, if we actually want to sell the nuclear fuel, and then we have the nuclear plant here, missing nuclear fuel and water. Should this has its own water in? Yeah, because of it should definitely have connection to that water plant there, but it needs its own too. How clean do it actually need to be? It must be under power. Yeah, that was definitely not what I wanted to do, but it was what I was doing. 60% clean water. And this one, do that one need water in on its own? I think it is actually doing. Yeah, it has no water coming in, I think. Only water going out a lot. We have 3 possibilities to put it in. What do we have over here? Oh, I have actually set it up. How clean is that? 89%, so that's good. I have just not dragged the line. Oh, I just need to go under the... Good. I don't know about it will be enough water, but again, we will definitely try, and we can always add 2 more. I was pretty sure if it was actually asking the choppers to deliver some stuff down to this part of it too, but it seems I didn't do that. We was done up here, so we can actually start building the other part of the railroad now. There was just one wagon here. The reason why I was moving this, one wagon was sticking out every time here. So it was actually not even one wagon, it was just part of one wagon that was sticking out after my signals. So sometimes the trains here would not drive because of one, and then it was coming from this side, and this train would not drive. So, fuck, ridiculous. And we have already problem enough with this connection. We have this 2 connection right here that's crossing each other because of the trains, building trains need to get out to all the tracks, and here this one actually need to get the... I think we have collected the most of them, yeah? No, we did not. Yeah, why not? Let's just take one trip more and then we can put some of the wagons up on one of the trains and drive them down there. I was actually trying to look at AFA, accountability for all, but it seems like that's keep coming people in here. Yeah, I did actually, yeah, right, you have right in that. Down here again, actually, yeah, what you were saying it was, yeah, I forgot that part of it. Where is it? It should be around here somewhere, should it not? Maybe not, long enough down. Well, thank you for that. Actually, it's annoying when you're coming back and oh yeah, I forgot that fucking thing too, and then need to wait on that one too. But of course, we're not really using it yet. I'm just starting it up, but I've been doing that for the last couple of episodes, try to get it up and running. And then something else has been going wrong or something like that. But what I was thinking about it was actually I was thinking about maybe start building the train tracks here, not down to the new garbage field. I have set it up a little bit different, more or less the same thing. What I maybe should do actually was actually I should maybe change this just to a big one, as the one we're actually collecting it from, that one. So we have, but it's more or less the same thing. It will just be one station instead of 3 different stations he will offload from. So I actually have plastic, blah 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 blah, all the way down here, and then we have a lot of mixed waste station too. So we actually can deliver mixed waste from, yeah, because of down here. Before I was setting this one up, it was a nightmare to keep this 3 station here clean. It was that bad that we actually don't really could produce enough coal ore to actually keep the coal going on. So I needed to do something, change that one, and yeah, build that one, not change it, of course. No. So we can make a little bit of problem down here. Hello. Again, it's nice with this connection here to the choppers. It's possible to set more than one chopper pad up. Yeah, over here we have to put 3 up, so we can take 9 choppers picking up asphalt at the same time. That's nice. Actually, or you can just keep taking one and then build a couple more of them, but again, not making any sense. And this is one of them I actually have downloaded from another player. It's actually it's making a little bit more sense. Of course, it's not working if there's no workers on it anyway. Then they can have 100 ton down there all they want, but it's just, yeah. I think it's actually more or less the same thing. You have just 100 tons already to begin with, but they are making it that fast that it not really has any difference. Making any difference or whatever. Next thing I think I should do is actually building over here. We have the aluminium over here, but we need to have this one up and running before we're actually doing that. I think we can open a couple of buildings more now. And I should actually not have built this this building there. They are taking too much space and yeah. Yep, then a train was figured out to fuck it up. It's annoying that they don't fucking keep their own rules. They should not be able to drive in on this track before the next track is on, or free, and it should be. And then yeah, it's actually pissing me a little bit off. This system has actually been working better before. It's probably because of this one is free and this one is coming out, and then a train is actually going out and blocking it, but this is still free, and this then is trying to drive in or something like that. But now when we are looking at it, nothing is happening. Of course, it's only happened in maybe one even. I can go 2, 3, 4 hours before it's happening again. Of course, then we will get that thing from this car train that's coming over and try to deliver in there. That's normally fucking up every time. No. Is that the old one? Nope. That's the old one. Let us send that off. Because we will keep that around there. It is a little bit. 16, 17, 18. No, it will not put any more on. No, it will not. Maybe it was actually the last one we have all been collected. Shit, now it's not the old one. Yep, it is. I don't know about it, but actually allowed to have that many wagons down there. But we will figure it out. That's the reason why we probably should have put it up on this one. And just in case of they actually can take that many wagons, that's a problem down there we need to have a look on too. Just need to send this one off. Yeah, something has to drive through. That's actually 2 again. They're not following their fucking own rules. Now there's a train up behind this one. And this one cannot go in because of this one is blocking, and that one cannot go out. That's a problem, of course, because of that one coming over from one of the crossing lanes. That's a little bit annoying, actually. And even that one should actually not be able to do that. It should actually have been waiting. This one should be moving, and then this one can move. And all of that because of we don't can build a bridge over here. We can actually build a bridge. We will build a bridge in a moment. Because of this is actually annoying me a little bit now. We should probably build that before we actually doing this. Oh yeah, that's this one too. I actually think there was enough space in this direction here. I was actually thinking I was trying that one time. And that was actually enough to actually build the bridge. I am maybe wrong. But as I remember, it was up here that was the mistake. It was in need of a little bit more space as this or something like that. And this one should probably go to. Yeah, it's easy to forget something, and if you are playing the realistic mode, they are just fucking hard to you. These citizens, they are just leaving faster than you can fucking change your underwear. If you're not seeing that's something wrong, you're just gone. We are not getting food in or something like that. This food delivery or something like that that's being blocked. It's more than enough. I have already 2 times. I have one time right here. There was a snowplow that was blocking everything. So there was a fucking traffic jam to around down here. So no buses could drive around. No food could be delivered because of they was delivering from out here. So nothing could. So this city was just dying. I have something of a little thing over here that should actually try to pick it up on the border when something else, when everything else going wrong. All my other stuff standing to 60% delivering, and this one is just standing to 30%. So if something coming under 30% up around here, they will actually go up to the border and try to pick it up and get down with it. But yeah, it's so not always working good. But this is one of the better things, where we're actually using this 6-lane train station here to actually pick up garbage, so we can have 6 train in at the same time, and then just deliver it down with trains. And of course, this is the first setup. It was actually before I was downloading this player item here, because of this waste separation plant. It's actually a lot better than that from the game. It has a lot more connection possibilities, and it has a lot more possibility with the roads and with the conveyor belts. It could actually have a couple of more conveyor belts on this side over here, but it has only one in. So it seems like they are thinking about probably set them online or something like that. I don't know, but I like to do it this way. But this one do not really need to be necessary. But up here, down on the other garbage field, I've actually set it up this way. I have this two before, that's what this one. And I will try not to use this connection here, but right now there's actually coming pretty much garbage in and not enough citizens, I think, to be working over here. But again, it is probably time to actually start the other garbage place up. And that's the reason why we actually start building it. And I think over here I actually want to fly my workers in. Or else we should build a little city up around here or something like that. I have not totally decided that yet. But to begin with, I think I just fly them in with choppers. And put up some chopper station, a couple of places down here where you actually can go out from. Well, so it's pretty much the same setup as up in the other garbage field. This will be to ash when it's burned. The burning thing here, I don't use power and heat system from that, because of as you're starting using it and start to count on it, then you're running out of fucking thing to burn. So I just burn it and try to get it sorted out as good as possible, so we don't get a lot of other shit over here other than ash. And it's actually going pretty good up here. I think they have changed something, because of before I was actually getting a lot of shit out here that has nothing to do with garbage. I was always getting a lot of small metal pieces and that kind of stuff out there. That has nothing to do with our construction waste was always ending up out there. So I think they have changed something on it. So it's working a little bit better. Construction waste, all of this going out from the same thing, connecting to the same thing. This is clean stuff that's coming in here, that's just going over to the same 3 items thing here. This is construction waste, metal I think this one is, and this is aluminium. We are not getting a lot of aluminium right now, but as soon as we are starting building this area down here, we will definitely get a lot more aluminium scrap in. Should probably have a look on that. Why do you now fucking this up? Why not? This one is actually asking to stay back, and there is no train on the other one, and that's yellow. Why is it yellow? It should not be yellow, but all of them is red up here, so none of them can go. Ah, so that's yellow because of... Yeah, okay. Because of that's no free track after this one, I will guess on. This one is staying yellow. Even if it is actually supposed to be driving in. Wait there, so that one actually can get out. That's fucking annoying, actually. Yeah, I need to do that, or I was talking about, actually. In an earlier episode. Nah, let us just remove that one. We can maybe have one around here or something like that. Nope, don't go. I think this one should actually be chain. And this one will be in. Go home. So as I'm seeing it right now, this should probably be makes it right. So that way, I think that will be good. No, that was not good. It should not have been going that direction there. It should actually have been going this way and going around there. But it was already on it. It has already chosen what it wants to do. So it will probably do it from now. Yeah, this one is coming that way around. Okay, it was figuring something out. Good. It seems to be working. As Fias wanted to. I'm actually not sure about this one. Yeah, that one should definitely not go out and block this track. And we have the same problem here. I would really like to have a bridge over here, but this road is actually fucking it up. And it's not always. I've tried to actually to do this as good as possible before I was actually building it. Try to take care of to build the bridges and that kind of stuff where I actually know I need them and try to fit them in the way so I don't need to do it all over. But then I choose to actually move this this section here for the I was driving them on the middle track for my coal, and that was actually not a good idea. So I was moving that one down to everything else. It's normally only garbage and fuel I'm driving in the middle track. I probably will be driving nuclear fuel on the middle track too, but that should not be that much. Maybe the waste of it actually. But it's actually a little bit weird, we don't can do anything about the nuclear waste ourselves. We can actually, but it takes a lot of space to store it. Yep. Somebody has chosen to fuck it up there again. I would guess on this one should probably wait a little bit with going. And this one should definitely have been waiting. It should not have been out there. And that's another thing that's actually annoying me a little bit. It's actually when this one have the free track on that one and they start driving here, then it's not sure of when it's actually arriving out there and the track still is free. But it's do not start driving before it actually is free and it has a green arrow out there. In that case, what that one actually, when this is happening, and one with a change signal is actually driving out, that one should actually keep closing this and this signal over here, so nobody was actually able to drive out before it was free again. So when this one should actually already keep like be the signal. This signal should be the signal that's as from that too. So when this train is driving out there, this signal should actually lock these two signals over to red. So nobody actually was able to drive out in this this crossing because of this train is already driving, and it should have its free track. And that's annoying me a little bit, and you don't have done this a lot better. Of course, I have made a couple of mistakes too, but not in that. Mostly because of I don't make enough space between between my turning. So, I need something to drink now. That's up there, but the train is coming out, so I've tried to make the most of the train a little bit shorter, what they're allowed to drive with. And we have a little mistake here, what we didn't could put up the signals, and that's what we're actually trying to correct now. It's not beautiful, but it's a bridge. No, because of if I'm removing that signal, that will just happen another problem. If I remove this one, then there will just happen something else that's not good. Of course, then it will just going out to this and that one. It will help a little bit, but again, it will block more than it actually will help. But we can try to remove it, but I know it will not be good in the long run. That will just be another problem with it. Because of now this one is counting over this one and that one. Of course, it will make the solution of that one, but again, and this one will be blocked when it starts driving out, of course. But again, the problem with that is, yeah, that some train will actually brake what it didn't need to brake, but let us see how it will go. Most of this train over here, we can always call them home. It's not A to B trains, and A to B trains, it's fucking nightmare to get. Okay, he didn't like to have more wagons down there, that's for sure. And that one has still a couple of wagons attached to it, damn. Okay, we'll send that up here so that they can get the wagon off. One fucking wagon. Yep. Cold, why not? That's not really anything to do about this for now, other than making the crossing, but it was building over on the other side, so in the beginning over here where they don't can pass the crossing and do it themselves. Seems like it's going pretty decent in other places. There will probably be a little problem with this train up here, yeah. Then most of this would be able to do as it's supposed to do. Just removing that so the train actually can get running again. So we are not getting a problem down here. Good. Something. They have changed a little bit on some of the stuff, that's for sure. What they actually allowed to be repairing. Now it's being showed down here. And there was something with the heating system that was been changed to. You can actually choose a temperature where they actually need to stop. Now it has not been there the whole time, that's for sure. But it's already stopping. I think it's around now or next month or something like that. How hot is it right now? It is probably not working right now actually. It actually seems like it's working. Maybe we need to stop it ourselves now. I don't know. But just let it run. It's not. It's normally saying it's stopping working. And again, it's not that one from the game. I actually hate them from the game actually. They are really bad. They are polluting too much. We have more than enough pollution anyway already. So that was actually a play item. The criminals is actually going pretty decent with that one. Hello with them. Again, that's actually a play item too. I was so tired of that one. So I choose another courthouse. It actually seems like it's working a little bit faster. And the same thing with the police station. I was choosing another police station because of that's a problem I seriously have. What's happening? We are building a city, or a couple of cities actually. So it's a little bit like a SimCity game. It's just a little bit more complicated than SimCity because of you need to change, or you need to do a lot more stuff yourself if you really want to. You don't need to. That you have the possibility to build, set it up so you don't need to build in realistic mode. So you actually can buy it, and then that way you can build a lot faster, get stuff up and running a lot faster. But again, that's a couple of achievements you only can get if you're playing realistic, and it's not a problem. I actually got the time to play in realistic mode, so it's not need to go fast or anything. But you could build the city up a lot faster. You can import people and that kind of stuff. So that's a lot of way to set it up to play on. You don't need to play with garbage if you don't want that. But yeah, why not? When it is, of course, that's some of it that's not working very well. But again, over here, that was actually one of the places where I was removing that signals between here, because of it was making more problem than it actually was making good stuff. But again, it would actually just have required we could have put one up down here while actually building the bridge now. So it will actually be a possibility to set it up down there now, and it will help a little bit. Because sometimes this part of it's making problems anyway, or some trainers driving in what he didn't supposed to be driving in, and yeah, annoying. And then I'm normally using I've played Factory a lot with where I've used a lot of train in that one, and so I have maybe just want to have it to be the same way as Factory's train signal is. That's maybe the problem with it. Yeah, you can always, the options part of it is actually pretty decent, where you actually have the possibility to change how you want to play it in the game. So you can always make it harder or easier if you want to. Some of the best thing to actually move on is probably when you figure out how hard it actually is to satisfy your citizens to take that one down to normally, but then you will not be able to get your achievements if you want them, of course. This one is still a problem. But it's a good thing. There's that possibility. There has been a couple of times back in some of the other games where I actually needed to go in and remove it because of there was going something wrong. So I actually need to go in and remove something and then put it on again. Mostly I think it was something with garbage or something like that was fucking up. Train tracks too could be fucked up and not do as it was expected of them when it was removing them on something. And then you actually need to build the new train tracks over to the train tracks it didn't remove, and then build it again and then try to remove it. That's annoying, actually, but it is the only way other than actually turning it off and just remove it. Let me see, it is something not realistic mode, but it is possible to take that off so you just can build as you want to. Traffic, that's annoying. That should be a lot of more signals. Signs actually. That should be a couple more. What is a global event? That's okay. Maintain. What is this? It's yeah. it's that demolition. Sometimes I actually was in and needed to remove demolition because of there was a problem with it, but that problem has actually not been there for some time now. But what does the problem is actually the fucking sign pack, because of this 7-ton sign here. The garbage trucks do not accept that. They do not accept no heavy goods vehicle sign. They actually do not accept any signs. So we need some signs for the garbage vehicle, as I really do not want to have any garbage trucks driving here, and that's nothing I can do to get them away from here. I've tried every fucking signal in the book to get them to go in another way. As you can see, this garbage truck is empty, and it should be empty weight 10 ton. So it should, under all something, accept this signal here. And they are not doing that. Of course, they will not accept it in the first minute or something like that, but they are not accepted it at all. And I've tried with the heavy goods vehicles thing. You do not accept that too. The boss, of course, because if I don't want them to turn this way, I want them to go in this direction here and go out that way. Because of when you want to turn in this direction, you're blocking all the other buses. And that's actually annoying, because if I try to get them to run out of the bus stop and get them away, get the buses in this way, so the judge can pass over and get them away again. So that's actually the reason why I don't want to have the garbage truck to go over here. But it would just be nice if they actually accepted this 7-ton sign. At least, only if they have changed something in the last couple of days, they actually maybe starting accepting this 7-ton thing. But I don't think so. So we actually need a sign pack for the garbage trucks. So we actually can prohibit garbage trucks to drive in on certain ways. So they actually need to figure out to find another way over it. Yeah, they just keep going. This truck should definitely not have been allowed to go in there. Nope. No, I think it's more than 7 ton. Weight limit. So it is vehicle over 7 tons should not be allowed to drive on that road there. It's not necessary to be vehicles. There's no vehicle that's weighing 7 ton. The thing for this is more motor vehicles. That's blocking every vehicles, and this is cars. No personal cars. So that's the only thing that's for vehicle alone. No, but sometimes it's actually good. Specifically this place, this road sign warning, no snow plows. So actually, so you don't drive out of the city and plowing snow too long out of the map. That will be a good thing to actually put up over here. So put one in that direction, not right there, but probably more up here, to have it here. So we don't get snow plowing out here on this road where there's not really driving any vehicles anyway. And then in the other direction here, so this road do not get plowed. So we don't need, so we don't use our snow plows in this direction here, in both directions on that road here, because of it's not necessary. The vehicle that's driving on this road is very few vehicles. So that way, I like the snowplow sign, and it's working. But and then of course, sometimes you actually need to set this up. I really hate the line crossing here, because of it's running on 10 seconds in real time, and the game has another time. What that hour is going, so it can actually be 10 seconds can actually be more than a fucking hour in the game, and the vehicle is moving so fucking slow, so there will only come 1 or 2 vehicles over, like on this crossing when we are using red to green. I that's can make me pissed on this game of how fast the vehicle are moving. Also, the vehicle here should say it's moving 52 kilometers per hour. It can, what can the vehicle move? This is a bus, it should be able to drive 105 kilometers in 1 hour. That would actually be down there, up there, down there, up there, and down there one more time. That's 100 kilometers in 1 hour. We should be lucky if it's actually moving fucking 500 meters in 1 hour. And to figure it out the hour time here, let's just find somebody that's on work and that's working shift, and then we can see how fast an hour it's going. Also, we were lucky if it actually was going from there to up there, that bus there or something like that, in 1 hour, and that's definitely not 100 kilometers at all. That was a little bit over 100 meters. Of course, there's a crossing right there with that other vehicle and that kind of stuff, but the vehicle should move a lot faster than this game. I have no problem with the speed they actually are moving. I have a problem with the actually telling us how fast they are moving in 1 hour, and when you're actually checking it, it's not that speed they are moving. So remove that fucking thing that's telling us how fast they actually are moving, and then they are pretty covered in about that part of it, if they don't want to let the vehicle move that fast. And again, it would be a little bit better for the snowplows and that kind of stuff, because of, oh yeah, that can move that much snow on that distance and it can do that, so you need that many snowplows to keep your road clean. But no, 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 no. Yeah, I tried to make some roundabout, but I forget. I really forget to put them in, and it was actually my plan to try a little bit to put them in somewhere, so a couple of places, and see how it was going. But I have tried one or two times, but it was actually not going a lot better. But I don't really make space for them. I forget about them, and then oh yeah, I should remember that. I am about to try to remember to put two roads in next to each other so I actually can make a one-way direction on them as I did up here. But I don't really use it. I don't like it. Really like it. I don't like the way the road connection going over each other. But as you were saying, maybe it would be a good thing with a roundabout here. But again, I forgot to fit the spacing for it. Maybe we would be able to make the space, but of course. But again, then it's just made my AD OD that's actually wanted to be clean, straight, and all of that kind of stuff. So if we are starting to make something that is round here, then we need to make a little bit of the connection for that road over to this side, and the connection a little bit over to the other side, and yeah, that will fuck with my brain. But of course, I need to try to figure out something out what actually going a little bit better. I actually like this one. It's a huge mail. There's a secret, not a secret entrance out here, but you can actually send your citizens in there. So they're actually going fast into it. There's one more on this side, out in the end, and then there, of course, is the entrance on the building itself. The walking patch, but I like that walking patch out there because of then citizens that's living a little bit longer away from it can actually be able to use this mail too. It is something I like. So we're actually getting around 150 meters more because of the citizens move mm, around. If you are lucky, you can actually move around 500 meters away from their home, and that's not realistic at all. Also, I'm normally, what do I have? I have 4 or 5 kilometers in the of the city I'm living in, and that's a small city with around 15, 16,000 citizens in, and I living 4.5 kilometers away from, not from the closest possibility to get some groceries, but But again, and 500 meters, I'm walking that 2 times with my dog in the morning at least 2 times. So the citizens can move more than 500 meters away from their home themselves is actually it's actually a little bit annoying, and that has something to do with the speed they actually are moving to and how fast they are moving. Because of if everything actually was moving in the speed they actually was telling us it was moving in, the only thing that's not telling us how fast it's actually moving, because of we cannot really push on them. We cannot go down here and choose as citizens and pick him out and see how fast he is moving on his feet. But that's another thing that's actually annoying me. When citizens are going home from work, they are just, oh, we are working here. Now we have been here in 8 hours. Then they are just jumping over here. Poof. Then they are home. They are not taking anything. They are not taking the bus home. They are not using, if you're actually using the vehicles, putting vehicles in, they are not using the vehicle to drive home. The vehicle is just disappearing from the parking spot it has, and then appear magically over at the home uh, parking space they have. That's the thing that's actually I do not like that. Yeah, they only travel to it, but not from it. That's it's good. It's not only me that's annoyed about that part of it, because of I have buses that's just driving empty home or back to the fucking bus stop and have no passengers on. The same thing with the yeah with this one metro station, and then they should change a little bit on how you're actually building the metro station, because of we need a lot of space, and something like this building the train should actually be able to pass through it. The same thing with the end station, the vehicles should actually be able to pass through it, so we don't need to do some idiot like this to actually make a connection to get in and build it. I hate that part of it too. The first thing I was building over here, that's just I am not the right place here. It's over with my oil thing. Yeah. I tried to fit it in here, and then I would really have liked the vehicles, like the train to pass through this building here, the long train depot, but not possible. Uh, and then again, not possible to this end station, whatever, where you're actually going in. And I am just start using this end station. I don't really like them. I normally just build my metro like I have built that one down around my A power nuclear power plant there, where it's actually running in a loop, so I can set them in both direction, a train in both directions. So they are just driving, and then they are driving up and can be repaired with a repair station next to it. Then I need to put up this one over here, so they actually could come in and build it. Here we have a ground station instead, and then the end station too on the ground. There's an end station under the ground too. It would have been possible to set that up over here, but I was already over the ground over here, and I need some way to get in. And I tried and tried and tried over here, but I was actually thinking I have more than enough space over here to do what I want to in this little squatter here, but it was not enough space actually. I was pretty sure of yeah, I should have enough space, and again, the train should have been allowed to go in there. Yeah. Yeah, so to actually get around this, so they actually can get up and get repaired, I need to put this train track up here, so they actually can get into this station and be repaired, and the end station send them back on in some time limit. I like this time limit, this time limit it actually has. That's a good thing, but again, I actually prefer like it is down here. If it is possible to build that, or you have it just going around here, and probably 3 station is a good amount. If you don't have a couple of more cities you actually connected to begin with. then it would be good to have one there and then it's going out to a work spot and then it's coming over to another city over here and then it's going back out to a work spot again and then it's coming up to this, back up to maybe a work spot or something like that and then back to this one. So it actually is like here 2 work spots and then back to this station here we have where we are collecting workers and then we are sending some in this direction and some in this direction as the first station and then this one is the second one for that and the other way around. So in case of they actually don't offload all the workers out on that one, we have a chance to get them off over here and the other way around on that train that's driving the other way around. Because of they are stupid enough to not can figure it out to keep the fucking same job every day. That's another thing I don't like about it. Someday they are working here, then oh now we are hospital workers. Oh no, now we are working out here on the chemical plant. Oh now I'm a mine worker. That's annoying. When you're actually following a fucking worker around, how many jobs he actually he just no, that's a free job over there. I'm taking that. Just numbers of sellers. Let us just try to follow him for a moment there. I don't know. Okay, that was free time or whatever. Oh, he's just jumping home as he was jumping in on him. He was coming from the big mail station now. And he still not arrived home because of his free time is actually starting when he is getting home. So he's just showing like he is already home, but then he has a little punish time before he's actually getting home. And then there was a magical jump again into that, and then he is jumping again. It was actually, that was a big jump actually, but that was a jump home. And now his free time is about to be done. Now he should actually start thinking about going to work, but no, he's using all his free time. And then he has something called travel time. Even if he has 16 hours free time, and then he has 8 hours work time, that's 24 hours. But he has something that's calling travel time too if it's necessary. We cannot always see it on the person itself or the citizens itself. So now he is working on the university. Yesterday, last workship, he was working on the fucking mail down here in this one, but now he is choosing to work on that station. And I will bet you a fucking $50 on next day he will work in another station. He will not go back to one of these two jobs. He will go to another fucking job. Now he is just buying stuff now to himself. And then he is jumping home. Annoying again. And that's actually no punish time on that one. It's only when he's coming from job time that it's some kind of punish time. Where the time is stopping and it waiting on his free time. So now he has a work time and he starts going to work. But the time is not going, but the time is going. Where do he go? To the hospital? Yeah, nope. What the fuck? He was going to the hospital, but not to work. He was just jumping home even. Whoa, he was going to the same job 2 times in a row. Damn. Wild. That's the first time when I have followed somebody that actually was going back to the same job 2 times after each other. But then now he has the punish time. He has not arrived home yet. He has only used 2 minutes of his free time. And then a little bit of how much time he actually want to use to go home. It's trying to I think what it's trying to show, and we not let him go free before he actually would have been arriving home, but we are not showing it in the graphic. I would say some of the other SimCity games has definitely have a lot better possibility to see what your citizens are doing and why and how and blah blah, and what this game has. Specifically was it SimCity 6 or whatever it was getting to, the last SimCity game he was actually making. That was a lot better possibility to see And I think some of the other ones actually, what did we call them? It should be up here. I don't sure about City XXL, but Skylines, I'm pretty sure of that. Definitely have a lot of better information about your citizens, and I actually think City XXL did it too. Yeah. What did you call that? Oh, I cannot get down to that one, so I cannot get into my EA account right now. But SimCity, the last SimCity game in EA. And now he is taking another work spot, Cole, of course. So if you have a job, fucking keep that one job and go to that job and have that position. If you're working the morning, you are going to that fucking job in the morning and going out here and fit into that one, and then you're going home and you're returning to this job next morning, and then you're working in, or it should be looking like they are working in 3 shift, 8, 16 and 24, 8-hour shift. So 3 shift, and there's night working too. So so a work spot like this, where it has a maximum of 700 workers, that you should actually be have 2,100 workers to fit it up, or fill it up. It's not only 700, but 2,100. Yeah, 2,100. And then of course all the other stuff around it too. Did we ever get that train back? Nope, we did not. Was actually probably just removed the wagon. Nope, I didn't even do that. Let's see, we should definitely be allowed to. Yeah, I think we actually should pick up this one over there. Crops. We will not even have enough crops anyway to. Then it's just a question about this one actually should. Now it's going down there, then it should be able to go down here and pick up chemicals. And then it should be able to deliver the chemicals around the map. Or it just should actually go up and sell them. I don't really know about. We actually should use another one to sell. It would be the best thing to actually use another one. It could be this one next to it that actually was being used to sell it. Because of it's not good to use the same distribution center to sell and deliver to all your station. Because of then you cannot really use this system here with how much the destination building should hold before. Because of then I can show it up here. Up here we have all destination building around 60% and source building 0%. So they're always allowed to go in, even if it's only have fucking. It should actually stand on 10%. So it's just not running with the one wagon and just taking 1 ton and running. And then we have this one over here. It's standing on when this is filled to more than 80%. They are allowed to go up and pick it up and sell it. And then we have another one. We have this up on the garbage field too. That's producing a little bit of steel up here and a little bit of a small amount of aluminium and a little bit of steel. So we have to actually put that one into it too. So it's actually picking that up. And then it's just if you're building the fucking train tracks like I'm doing, it's just remembering to put it on the right track. Because of this, it should be connected to everything else line to be connected. Because of it should not be to the middle line. That's only garbage and fuel and nuclear thing. And then the same thing with something like this station here. That's my plastic station. What they actually, but again, another part of that is actually really important to take the open storage. You should not take this one and put in something like this too, because of it cannot. It is possible to set it in, but it cannot figure out to travel the garbage from here to over there. So you can fill it up with with plastic waste, but it do not travel from that station to that station. So that you need to put up a vehicle to drive it from that station to that station. But with the open storage, it actually travels itself over there without no problem. So that's a little bit annoying actually, because of you would actually expect it to be yeah, the other one, the garbage field thing. That one you should put in and have that one down, placed one around that way or whatever. But it is not. And again, I like to. This is my hazard waste, so I'm setting that up to be aluminium scrap. So they actually load it directly into this, so it's not ending up out here. There is a problem with that sometimes, and you don't really want to take it from out there, take it into the station. And I'm not fan of. I would actually like to have it connected to that station out there, so they actually could offload it over on that garbage field too. But it's not always working, and I have had a problem with it in the past, so that's probably the reason why I'm doing that. And then we have the chopper spot too. It could actually have been placed a little bit different. The chopper spot could have been, but again, the same thing with the chopper spot. Sometimes they actually do not want to offload out to the station and only directly into the station. It's not a problem over with this, with the garbage field here. The biggest problem is actually down here. It do not really accept this. That should probably have been this station here, but there's no possibility to connect this chopper point. That's only a way in to this chopper point. There's no conveyor belt out. 3 in, no out. We need 1 out to actually get in connection to this warehouse here. The same thing with that. So that's actually the only reason I have figured out it actually to set it up this way. So my metal going into that one, and my construction waste for the choppers is going into that one. And then I have set a little station up here that is actually collecting it. Or is it that one? I think it's this one. What are you actually driving? Yeah, it is. Why the fuck is that one green? You should not pick it up from there. No, it is. It is set up right, so. Why the fuck is that one green? Maybe because of we are delivering fuel to it too. Because of the fuel, of course. We have 2 fuel vehicles too. That's the delivering fuel to the choppers. Yeah. Yeah, that to 4 shift. Yeah, that's for sure. It's just annoying with that. They should that they need to figure something out about that. And the same thing with how fast the vehicle actually are moving. I would actually prefer the map to be, what should we say, maybe I would say something like 400 kilometers high and 400 kilometers wide, and then the vehicle should move a lot faster, because of it seems like it's getting into a too small an area. 20.20 kilometers is from, it's not even from this city to the next city, bigger city that's around where I'm living. That's 30 kilometers to the next, and that's not even a bigger city. It's a lot smaller city than than I'm actually living in. I think that's only living around a little bit over 5,000 citizens in that, and we are only living around 10 to 15,000 in this one. And then there's a couple of small cities around, but yeah, it is the map is too small. I should actually see about we have some citizens we actually can get in down here. I don't think we really need that one to be open yet. I think we are missing a couple of the other stuff already, so... Another thing I like is actually you have made this possible so you actually can change it the most of all places now. So you actually can set your own percentage. It has been that for some time now, but it has been a couple of places where you didn't could do it, but where you actually can do it now. How it's actually going up with this one now. We have a little bit of everything. Because of this station, I have actually set that station to be a pickup station too. So the train from down, the station from down here, it's actually picking it the most of the stuff up now, up there. It's actually neat. So that one do not really need to drive to the border and have a shorter driving time. So it's only need to drive up there and pick it up instead of driving all the way up here, blocking the border too, and all that kind of stuff. So I will guess on if it will work, it will be a lot easier to do it that way. So we're actually making some kind of line where the next city is actually loading from that depot before. Okay. It's a long time since one of them has been burning actually. But it was not actually necessary to get all of them. It was just necessary to make all the research at the same time. So have two possibility to actually research this. So you have a little mythical universe and the big one, and research both of them at the same time. And the same thing with this tourist thing. These two need to be researched at the same time, and then you definitely do not need to place the power and oil thing you have researched. Just keep them and research both of them at the same time. But the only thing that's not making any sense is to research the two of them here at the same time. Decrease and in-race bird rate. But that's the reason, that's how you actually get it. Yeah, but which do you use the one from the game or do you have this one downloaded too? Because of this is a lot different than from the game. I can have 21 tons of food now with 53, and then 9 tons and 6 tons electronic, and then this one can have 10 tons of meat. That's one of the reasons why I've taken this one. It has a fucking weird name, but it's a really good good one. I don't really like them from the game. I don't know about you have changed any of them to be better now. That's the big one from the game, right? Yeah. It has only one thing in, and the thing in is actually not working very well. If you're trying to put up as this one has 3, it's not working on that one too. Actually, you need to set it up with, if you want this to work with the storage, you actually need to use the forklift station, and then put a forklift into it too, and then it will work. Then you can, or else it will only work in small cities with this delivery system. Transported itself, it's going too slow. Going from the meat storage room and then to meat. Like this meat storage. If you're connecting that this way, then you need to have a forklift battery in it too, because of it is travel a little bit of meat over, but you're using the meat too fast to get it to work. I've tried a couple of different ways too, but the only way I could get it to work was actually with the forklifters, and then it would be working pretty decent. But it's just taking that much space, so it's actually not making any sense. It's just easier just to let the trucks drive it in directly into. Specifically when you have this one where you have 10 tons of meat. That's the problem with the. Yep. This one over here, it can have 3 tons of meat. It's a decent amount actually, but that some of them with 1 ton of meat, that's more ridiculous, that's for sure. But huge meal, I like that one. That's a fucking can do some that one. I don't really like this one because of it has not really enough entrance. It has what we need it has 2 of forklifter connections. We only need one of them in the one end. But it should actually have some more. It should have some more walking pad connections. So we actually could have been placing it a little bit more like we in. Yeah. It is as it only have one way it's actually possible to be placed. I have not deleted it, but and this one is actually it has a good size. It has 2 forklifter connection in the right side, and but I think that's a problem with max amount of witnesses 250. For that much space, we have the same thing on that one, 252, and it's only filling the half of it. So again, yeah. If I have the space for it, I'm already thinking it in. I like to use this shoot mail because of that the possibility to get citizens in a lot of space from. We could build a little city out here that still will be able to do it. We could build some more city down here. We could build the tourist area down here. I was actually necessary to jump back to episode 60. That's the reason why my save games actually is called AB now. Because of I jumped it back to episode 60 because of yeah, that's another problem. If you actually are using that's in here. If you're using this one, Copenhagen, don't use this tool here because of 95% sure it will fuck your game up. Even if it can have 2,500 visitors, yeah, so kids on it. This one can add 2,000. This one can only have 160. That's from the game. I don't know about they are working a lot better, but I will fast get around get that many homeless kids, and I don't know why, but it's always ending up with I got a lot of criminals. I cannot. It cannot. It is as it's not working this tool here after a couple of updates, so I will not really recommend to download this, and I just keep away from this. I don't use it. Then I don't get that part of. If you don't place this, you will not get the problem with the criminals. But as soon as you are placing this, that building, at least this 2 building I was showing right before I've downloaded, then you will have the problem with the criminal after some years. That was the reason why I was actually necessary to jump. Yeah, many episodes back to get rid of it, because of I just have criminal everywhere. I have around 5 or 6 police stations down here. I have a little tourist area down here I've put up. I didn't have put this one up at that time, but it was impossible. And then the criminal was just going up here, and then he was coming up here too. So I got 3 or 4 police stations in this little city. It was not bigger than this. I got the police station up there. I got 2 police stations there. I still got a police station there, but that's not working. A lot of them on it right now, just to be sure if something was going wrong again. And then we got 2 police stations up here, but they are not working at full speed anyway. And that's they are actually working a lot better, this police station here, and them from the game too. They can have a little bit more workers on them, and it seems like they actually are working a little bit faster with the criminals. The same thing with this courthouse down here. It's working a little bit faster. Not as it's seems to be cheat, but they are working a little bit faster than none from the game are doing. Maybe a little bit too fast, but again, I don't know. I think it's a good speed they actually are working with. So this setup I have down here is a little bit more set up a little bit more clean in the first garbage station was. There's a little bit more space used between the stuff, but it's more or less set up the same way. It's just you should just see it in this direction here to have it at the same way. So I've built it up a little bit different, but mostly the same way. The biggest difference is probably have set up two of the station here. This one do not even have the connection into this to this garbage field over here. This one still do have one connection into this garbage field here, so it actually will be able to help, but it should actually not do it. If I don't want to do it, I just normally do this way, and then nope, not that one, the other one, this one. So then it will not work, but it will not be removed. So I can always pick it into, and I clicked on that one, and then it will be able to work again if it should be necessary. And that should go in that direction, and that's the plastic. The only thing this one do not have, this one up here do not have any connection to plastic. So that will actually be able to, we should have a vehicle to that one, but we have that on the other one too. That's the only one I didn't, because of it should be transported on vehicles anyway. It should not, but again, it's not making any sense to try to make a train station up there to go over here with it. And it's not making sense to try to put up a plastic thing up here that should be connected to a train station like it is down here. It must be that one. Nope, that one. This one should actually be set up to only plastic. It could of course have been one that was a lot bigger, but and we have the space for it up here anyway, so if you have the space for it, it will definitely be easier just to take a bigger one. It's not really necessary. This is definitely not necessary to have it on break. That's somebody that's building on that, that's good. I'm not thinking 4 should not be necessary, but then you're not sure if you have enough burning power. But again, maybe the only thing that's a little bit bad is actually this 4 here. I should probably have taken 2 stations with 6 tracks on instead. So that station we are using up here. We should probably have connected 2 of them instead to this. Then we would have been able to actually set it up a little bit so that would be able to drive 6 trains in on that one and 6 on that one. we have this tree up here to help. Nope, I don't want to demolition it. I just want to have it online. Nope, it was enough. It was actually around there. Nope! What the fuck? Holy shit. I was just what the fuck? It was definitely not what I wanted to do. Yep, important actually to remember to set it up so somebody is not getting delivered something else out there. I have had problem with that before. When you're actually getting so motion fertilizer actually that's making a little potion of fertilizer out there, maybe 100 kilogram or something like that, but it's blocking the whole fucking station for coming in with mixed waste. Maybe it is a bad idea because of they are loading off too slow or whatever. But I don't think so. I think they're actually loading off with same speed. I don't know why I didn't think about actually using them a lot earlier. I've probably tried, and I've probably not been happy about the result, the thing I was getting out of it. But now with that many train that's coming in offloading at the same time, it would probably be a good idea with two six laned stations. And then here we have the possibility to have a little bit more train standing in line. Because we will get a lot of garbage mixed waste train in. It will probably try to build up there. I don't know. Nope, it will not. It has jumping totally over that part of it. This is fine enough. that one anymore. It can be put back on normally. The only thing we actually need is some signals in here too. We have them up there now, so we should probably remove that one, so they're not making problems. What do we have up here? That's fine enough. We will make that one, they're actually reaching out to this one, and then we will use that one for that. The problem with this is probably mostly we have actually not reached that one yet. So we should probably just put them. Oh, we have already done that out there, so that's actually fine enough. Because of every time that's a crossing, it will be a problem for the train building trains. We have it actually up there too. It's actually pretty weird that it has not been a problem up here. Because if we have two signals up there, so they actually could have been driving in and making problem for themselves. Oh my god. Actually, we should probably build one or two demolition station more out there. Can we get any more fuel from over there? Yeah, we have two connections over there, so that will definitely be possible. I don't like that, but we will take it. Nobody should really drive out there anyway, only to build it. Oh, that's a problem. Lucky enough, not a big one. Oh, do I actually have built any of them out here? It do not seem like, but you have not complained about it actually. I need to have a look on that before. Yeah, that's one of the things we should have been fixed. But it do not seem like I have any universities out there, actually. I cannot see yet. Nope, that's not. Nope, we do not have any. That would probably be a good idea. I don't really think it can drive. It can be used for anything. 29 work level. 35, so I think that one will be better. The work speed, the speed level is better than the speed actually because of they are driving on stuff that's worse than mod road. They are driving on no road. So how the fuck should they actually be able to drive fast? We didn't get any fuel delivered out there yet. Anyway, yeah, I have actually a couple of play items for that one too. One of them, I actually like it a little bit too, because of it has no fuel on this station. Sadly enough, that's the biggest problem with it actually. The good thing about it is actually it has that from the game has only 10. This one has 30 work spot, but it has working pad directly into the building, but it has no fuel on the station. It is not that one. That can only maximum produce. That's one I don't use. It can only produce 1 ton of wood. I take in this one. It can produce the same tons of wood as the other one can, and it has the walk pad in too. But this time I was actually thinking I would. You have changed that from the game actually. It has 4 connection in and out now. Before it was actually pretty much as this one. It has 2 connection. But that's a couple of items that's been changed from the game, so it's actually making a little bit more sense now. Now we're just missing the rest of the stuff they actually need to change, so the game actually was a little bit, will be a little bit better. We're actually flying the workforce in the need to keep this area heat. Not that we actually necessary to do that, but we could just remove this one a little bit closer to the city. It would not be a problem, only if you're using that from the game. That will be this one. And then you need to have it connected to some coal and that kind of stuff too. And then you cannot have the close to your city because of it polluting a lot. Then you need to use this connection thing out there. Or this one, this connection thing here. Not that we don't can use that anyway, or use that too. But you should definitely have it as out here or something like that. So you need to have some kind of transport out to this coal heating plant. And it's, yeah, I would say this electrical heating thing I found here is actually pretty decent. It was actually not me that was finding it, I was actually using another one to begin with. I was using this one, but as you can see, it's only have 60 kilojoule of heat, the big one, and then I have quite a smaller one that has 20 kilojoule of heat. I actually think that was a little bit more fair than this one. This has 140 kilojoule of heat and only using 4 megawatts of power. This one uses 121 megawatts of power, so using a lot more power to heating up than this one doing. And this is the one from the game. It has 210 kilojoule of heat. But the problem is the fucking thing you need to transport the heat around with is you cannot really. They are starting complaining, oh, too many connections, too fast. There's not really any good thing around the pipe that's actually keeping on the heat in the pipe when you are digging down in the ground, sadly enough. So it's not able to transport it very long. So it should actually have been, yeah, I would say maybe a couple of kilometers. It should have been able to transport it without any problems. It is possible to transport it, but you just started complaining about it fast. And then the only thing that's good about them, it's actually you can it's not only out, it's just in and out. So it can actually you can actually put more heating plants on as you are going if you are using that system here. So we can actually, yeah, and then it will probably transport it around in the underground. But again, it can only transport it a certain amount of away, and then it starts complaining about it's not getting heated, or it's not getting hot enough. So if we are trying to use it over here from up here or something like that, it will be too long because of it will be too cold before it's actually reaching down there. So the houses will not be heated up to the amount they actually need to be heated up to, and then you will complain about it. So it is maybe a little bit cheap to use them, but again, it's definitely a lot better than the other one. And this one is need coal, so already then you need to transport some kind of coal in, and you need to set the coal line up a long time before. And that's maybe why I'm not using that much coal, but again, then the coal need to be delivered around the whole map to get this. It's the idea is good, but when we try to build it, it's just filling too much and taking too much space up because of the map getting too small. Again, we should up on that 400 by 400 kilometers maps before it's making sense to do that. So we have a lot more space to actually, and the vehicle should move a lot faster. Then it would make sense to actually build this a little bit of a kilometer away from your city, because if the vehicle was actually able to drive out there and do something, make forward and back a couple of times, and yeah, it would make sense. But as it is right now, it's not making a lot of sense actually. But I actually think I need to have a break right now. So I think I will take a little break. Come on, save the game. Yay. So goodbye for now. Thanks for the chat.